Hey crawlers, welcome back. Alright guys, today we have a few awesome things from the new Snapshot 13w01a or some crap. I don't know the name of it. But anyways, we got like loads of new stuff. And right now I'm not prepared because the little ninja has been distracting me like crazy. So I'm just gonna set something over here real quick so I can prepare for the next part. I've already tried to record this 3 times, and the little ninja is kind of like talking a lot, just very distracting. All right, guys. So let's get started. First of all, the new chests are the what's it called? Trap chest. Yes, they emit a 1 power pulse. And now, before I say that, you guys should know that Minecraft now has redstone power lengths. So redstone doesn't just go exactly 15 blocks or nothing now. It can actually go to a certain point, which is really awesome. And I'm going to show you guys that right now. So when I open this chest, this trap chest, it's going to emit a 1 power pulse. If you notice on the left side here, you have the first piece of redstone that's powered, but the second is not. So it only goes that 1 piece of redstone length, which is really cool. So naturally, if I were to set a piece of redstone right next to this, or a TNT next to this, I'm gonna get blown to smithereens. Now, to get it to go farther, you could just use a redstone repeater and extend the pulse like normal, and there you go. So no big deal on that. Now to make it, you have to use a regular chest with a tripwire hook, and you can put it to the left of it or to the right of it. It will not work if it is below or any other block. It does need to be to the left or to the right. Next, guys, is this new the new way we can use these chests. We can put them right next to each other. This is a trap chest, and this is a regular chest. Now, because of this, we can put storage units like this so they don't run into each other and there's no complications. This is friggin' awesome. I love it. So that is definitely going to be new stuff. Alright guys, next up is inventory management. There's a few new key binding solutions that you guys need to know in order to use Minecraft a little more efficiently. If you guys didn't know this already, if you middle click an item, it brings up, I'm sorry about my son, guys, he might be getting sick too, he's doing a lot of if you middle click, you get a stack of whatever the item is. Naturally, this only works if you are in creative. It does not work in survival. Next up is if you were to, if you click with the left click, it just drops the item, but if you click and hold with the left click and drag, it will split all the items evenly in your inventory. Now let's say I want to put all these back into this inventory. Basically I just not that one. I just double click one of these with my left click. It'll put them all in my hand, and then I can click down. Another thing you can do is if you have this situation where they're all split up, you can shift and double left click, and it'll put them all in your inventory down here. Next is if I were to hold right click, it'll place one of every single item in there. Now if I were to do it on a second row, it will put another one. Now if I'm holding it down and I try to hover over the ones I've already been over, it won't do anything. Okay, you have to do another click to get another one in there. Alright, so anyways guys, this is really awesome, and it really does help a lot of things. Another note I want to make, guys, is if you guys didn't know this, if an item is in your inventory and you want to put it on your hotbar quickly, you can just click the number that you want to associate with it. Say I want to put it on my 3rd bar, just click number 3. I want to put my trap chest on my 1 bar, click the number 1. That's just in case you guys didn't know about some of the features that they had in the 1.4 update. Most of the other ones I showed you guys were the new 1.5 updates. That's the new snapshot. Alright guys, next up is the new pressure plates. These are weighted pressure plates. Weighted pressure plate light and weighted pressure plate heavy. Now how these work, guys, is if I put an item on this, it lights up once. If I put an item on this, it lights up one. That's one strength of pulse. Okay, if I can go up to 4 on this one strength of pulse. Now if I were to go over to 5, it's gonna go up one more. So it's getting a little heavier. So and then for every 4, it goes up another pulse. So you guys can kind of see how that works. This one is a little bit different. It's 42, an odd number. I still don't understand why 42, but whatever. Okay, so just kind of organizing this a little bit. If you guys can see, I'll put this down to 42. I'll drop it down. It's only going to give me 1 strength. Add 1 more. That's 43. 43, and it goes up to the second bar. Okay, so there we go. I'm sure that number probably has something to do corresponding to the number of items you can put in a chest. I bet you it has something to do with it. Let me set it to daytime here. Alright, guys, and here's the crafting recipe. Golden nuggets, or golden ingots, and iron ingots. Next up is the redstone block. Thank God, guys, we finally got this. This is an incredible block. We've needed this for a very long time. So what I have set up here really quickly, guys, is just an RS Norlash where the input or the reset and the reset are both on the same side. Click that and that. So off, on. And just like all redstone, guys, it emits a pulse of 15 blocks. I'll put one right there. Yep, there we go. Alright, guys. So that's the redstone. And if you guys want to know more about the redstone block, there's a video that was recently put out by Cubehamster. A pretty extensive one, kind of doing some research on this block and how block update detectors are now being, or how they're reacting now, and it was a good watch, guys. You definitely should watch that. I'll put a link down in the description. Alright, next up is the new ore. We have some new ore. This ore is called Nether quartz ore. You'll find this in the Nether, and obviously. Now, this, guys, kind of, here, let me rearrange my stuff here a little bit.
And hi, crawlers.
Oh, hi, crawlers. Alright, guys, let me get out of game mode.
I'm recording too.
You're recording too? Awesome. Alright, guys, so basically when you mine this regularly, you are going to get 1 quartz ore and a bit of experience. Surprisingly enough, this gives you a lot of experience. I'm not sure why, but it gives you a lot. I got to level 5 in like 10 ore or so. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I was sitting on top of my headset. It was weird. Okay, so if you use a regular diamond pick, you're going to get 1 nether quartz. Now, if I use a fortune 2 pick, fortune 2 or 3, what is that? Fortune 3. I'm going to get quite a few. I got 3 out of that one. And I got 2 out of that one. 2 out of that one. No, I got 3 out of that one. Yeah, 1, 3, and 3. So I got, 2 of them out of 3. And this is going to be used, these new nether quartz are going to be used for some recipes for the new stuff. So, not that. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the recipe for the redstone block. But yeah, it's what you think it would be. Yeah, not complicated at all. Okay, so so the nether quartz is going to be used for some of the new stuff that I'm about to show you. So next up, though, is the new use for netherrack. Netherrack now gets turned into nether brick when smelted. Use 4 of them, and then you get yourself a nether brick block, which is awesome. Because now normally we're kind of limited on the amount of nether brick we can mine out. Because I mean, think about it. Fortresses are like a dime a dozen. You go in there and you can just find a billion of them. But now we can actually get them a little bit easier, and we don't have to destroy our nether fortresses. We can actually build on our nether fortresses. So very awesome. All right, guys. Next up is the light sensor. Now this one is probably the favorite of all of them, but not for me. I mean, this is awesome, but not my favorite. This is the light sensor. Naturally, it detects when it is light out, and it is high noon right now. It is as bright as it can get outside, and right now we're at 15 pulse length, or 15 pulse power. Let me go ahead and put myself back in creative. Now when the time changes, time set 0 right there, sun's over there, and you can see that the light sensor is only pulling out about 8. Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, pulling out about 8 pulse length, and that's a little over half. So that's pretty early. But yeah, it's very awesome. I think it's really cool how you can detect kind of a roundabout way of what time it is in Minecraft. I think that's just friggin' awesome. And again, the max power length is 15 pulse. So yeah, there you go. This is definitely going to be in my piston house. I'll tell you that, guys, right now. All right, next up is I keep forgetting to show you guys the recipes. The recipe is glass on top, nether quartz in the center, and some oak half slabs in the bottom. And it's exactly what you would think it would be too. Alright, so next up is this little doodad. This guy is the redstone comparator. I want to make sure I said that right. Comparator, yes. Basically, it can compare 2 pulse lengths, and then it will choose the opposing pulse length and use that one accordingly. So basically what I got here is this pulse length. Now if I were to click this, it's not going to do anything. It's the exact same pulse length as this one, so it's not going to change anything. Again, this is weaker pulse, weaker pulse. If I were to change it to this one, the pulse is actually being reduced here, and if I use the closer one, that's actually more powerful because this is a stronger pulse, and it turns it off. Now this has other functionality that I cannot figure out for the life of me. I've yet to see that this does anything different. That does nothing. I can't figure it out. If anybody knows what this does, I mean, please let me know. I can't figure it out. But anyways, that's kind of how that works. Here is the recipe for this. And upon further testing, I noticed something. I noticed that when I used a pulse in here, I counted this out. Okay, you count this as 1. This is your first out of the 15 pulse. This is 1. These 3 right here are all the same pulse. Okay, so this is 1, 2, and then the rest of the 13 or whatever it is, because that's 14. That's 15. So this made me wonder, like, why does that work? Okay, so what's happening here is that the comparator is not a repeater. It's not bringing in a pulse and then pulling out 15 blocks worth of pulse. What's happening is it's bringing in, or its output is the exact pulse power as its input. So this pulse power is the exact same pulse power as this one. And then I thought, there's no delay in this. There's no delay. So I mean, is it possible that we actually have instant wire? And it's just about instant. I mean, look at that, guys. Is that not sick or what? And what's cracking me up is that if you guys look at the update, it's actually updating closer. It's like updating here and moving out that way. Look at that. But it's actually instant. The wire is actually going all the way over there and then coming all the way back. Is that not nuts or what? You could see a bit of a delay there. This is actually a lot more delay than what was on here earlier. I was actually noticing almost no delay earlier. I wonder if placing this here will actually increase it. I didn't think it was going to do anything. No, it didn't really do anything. And I did try it with these suckers ticked on, and it didn't make any difference either. But I mean, this is like one repeater difference, which is nuts. So that is awesome, and the crafting recipe is not really extensive, but I mean, it requires 1 new nether quartz per. So I mean, there you go. There you have it. Okay, guys, next up, which is my favorite, which I'm like super excited about, the hopper. The hopper, guys. I'm freaking ecstatic with this thing. Naturally, okay, for those of you who don't know what a hopper is, which if you guys know me, you guys know I play Better Than Wolves, and you guys know what a hopper is, okay? You put an item, you drop it inside there, and it goes inside the hopper and then into the chest. There you go, it's in the chest. If there is no chest, it just goes into the hopper. Right there. It's inside the hopper. It's not inside the hopper. Ah! It did it. It put it in there. I didn't want to show you guys that until later. I forgot. Okay. So yes, before you guys even say anything about this, you can move items invisibly through each other. I wanted to show this later. Dang it. Okay, I might as well show it now. Okay, so there, and there. Let's put a chest here. If I drop an item in here, a chest, it's going to go all the way through and land in that chest. Guys, we have a way to move items without water, which is freaking cool. And the recipe is actually quite simple. It's just a chest with some stone, and that's not expensive at all when you think about it. For something like this, you can move items uninterrupted. The only problem is, guys, when they're in this form, they can't be sorted out, and they can't be dropped into the ground. So an item like, you would need a chest to explode, the items fall down, and then that kind of stuff. But yes, you guys get the idea. And then, okay, so you guys saw that. Okay, so again, they can go in the new chest, the new trap chest. They can go into a regular chest. They can go into a furnace. Now, this is what's really cool, guys. Really cool. You can, and this is going to need some work too. This is definitely not done, not finished how it's going to be. Okay, so I need coal and, I don't know, cobblestone. Okay, so cobblestone, when I place it in here, it's going to get placed in the top. Okay? Keep that in mind. Coal, when I place it in there, it gets placed in the top. Okay, so priority is this top box here. We don't want coal in the top one. So naturally, you got to put the cobblestone in first for this to work. So cobblestone, then coal, then it's working. Okay? And we're going, and we're going, and we're cooking, and we're cooking. Now I'm going to show you guys something here. It cooks, and it goes into stone. Now, if I were to place this, shift, right-click, and I'm going to place it onto that. By the way, if you guys didn't realize, the hopper will go into the block that you click on it. So if I click down here, it's going to go into the block down there. If I click on the left side of this block, or next side of that, you can see that it's angling to the right. It's going to go into that chest. Okay, so I want it to go into that chest, so I'm going to click right there. Now that item, it should no longer be in here. It's not going to be in the item hopper's inventory. It's now moved. So notice I did some testing already. It now moved into that chest. So look at this. 4 block space. We go from here, 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 and here. Yeah, I'm testing. Now, here's one problem. Items are being sucked out of this, into this, and into here. But right now, there's no way to keep it from doing that. Look at this. If I were to just put items in here, it's not going to, it goes in the chest or in the furnace, and it just keeps getting sucked out. The items are being sucked out of this block and this block, which they shouldn't be. They should only be sucked out of that block. So they have to write some sort of exception code in there and all that. So yeah, the blocks are just going directly into this. So it's just going, just a little funnel. Yeah, but anyways, so that's that. Next up, guys. Oh wait, first of all, they can also go into dispensers and into brewing stands, which is really cool. You can actually drop items into the brewing stands. So, drop that right in there. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. I don't do much brewing, but I just think that is cool. Items that you can't put a hopper on, or that have an inventory space, are the anvils, the nether chest. Surprisingly enough, the ender chest, you can't drop any items into that. Oh, this doesn't even have an inventory. I thought it did. Yeah, well, it doesn't work with the music jukeboxes either, and it doesn't work with the enchant, the enchant thing, whatever. What is that called? Enchantment table. I'm retarded. Okay. Okay, so we handled that. We handled this. Onward and forward. Let me go ahead and set the time here. Okay, so next up, you guys can probably anticipate what's going on here. Next up are exactly what you think. Is this gonna work? This is what you guys are thinking right now. Is this gonna work? First of all, let me get items out of that chest so you guys don't think anything funny is going on here. I'm gonna drop 3 items in here. 1, 2, 3. We look inside this chest and we got 3 items in that cart. We send it off. It's sitting right on top of that. We look inside here. What do we got? We got 3 items in that chest. I can go ahead and push it back. We got nothing. No items in there. Okay, so it works like we would think it would with a cart, which I think that is just freaking awesome. I love that already. I have a billion ideas with that. Next up is the cart with an inventory space. It's got an inventory space in it. Oh, actually, it has no inventory space. My bad. It's just a coal cart. You know, you right-click it with coal and it'll take off on you. So will it work with this one? Let's go ahead and get those 3 items out of there. I'm going to put 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check. No items in the hopper. You can't click to open up an inventory there. We select that to go. We look inside our chest. Oh, you can see them that they were dropping in there. So these carts can hold items as well. I have not checked the capacity at which they can hold, though. So I do not know how much they can hold. All right, so okay, the furnace one works too. Now, this is the cheapest cost one, the minecart one. Will this one work? Quentin's messing with a hopper now. Alright, so let's drop, I don't know, a whole freaking stack. Let's just drop a whole stack in there. What happens? Well, the items are dropping in there. So, obviously, it's going somewhere. We don't even have to wait. We can just send that sucker off. Off it goes. Is it working? Damn, Skippy, it's working. Guys, this is incredible. Like, I could understand that it's working with the trap chest, and this may be fixed. I mean, not trap chest, just a you know, a chest cart. But for it to work with just a regular cart, that's awesome. Me personally, I would probably end up using the cart chest just because you can see the inventory that's inside it, and it'll make it easier for you. And I can get on it too. I don't know if that affects it at all, but I think it's cool. Send it back on its way. So yeah, guys, I just think that's really incredible. And again, that's just loading it up again. I can get in it, and but I can't get out of it, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna break that. Okay. Anyways, guys, that's really cool. Next up, this. Yes, bugs. Really quickly, I just want to touch on a few bugs that we have here. One, most notably, is this ridiculous redstone torch block. Look at that. You can put it on there, or you can put it on this block. You break it. This should not happen. I don't know why. I don't know why that other one worked. I think it's because there was a block there. Put a block there, you break it, and it stays. Alright guys, so back to the bugs. So to correct this right now, it's basically you have to break the block under it. That gives it a block update. Placing a block above it does nothing. Breaking it does nothing. Side, nothing. Even behind it, nothing. Nothing. To fix it, it is you have to break the block underneath it. So that's how that one works. That's probably the most notable since we got it. The next one, guys, is well, a curious little one. Let me grab some redstone. All right, so this is a minecart or a track. What the hell is this thing called, anyways? Detector rail. I always derp on the name on that one. For some reason, it's giving off power in a very odd way. Like, it's not giving off power there. Okay, it's more like powering a block. It's very weird. I don't understand it. Here, hold on. Let me grab a repeater. If I put a repeater here, got nothing. Nothing. If I put a block there, power goes directly into it. That is the most confusing thing I've ever seen. Redstone underneath it, powered. Redstone there, powered. Redstone up here, powered. I don't understand it. Even in Minecraft logic, I don't even get it. Up there, powered. If I were to put a torch up here, permanently disabled torch. It boggles my mind. I don't get it. My wife's giving hiccups. It's kind of distracting. But yeah, this is just another crazy bug. Just very confusing. Anyways, guys, if you guys find more bugs or people who have had videos on bugs recently, please send me a link. I am so looking forward to checking out a lot of this. And yeah. So that is it for the new snapshot for the Redstone update, which looks so far to be incredibly awesome, but they broke a lot of stuff. But again, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, keep crawling, and hiccup out.